I'm Noah, and I'm just going to talk real quick about making projects and trying to improve your community. So I'll be real with you. I've just spent the last hour, maybe, trying to set up a place to record, trying to even come up with what I want to say. I spent time last night planning it out and then just not doing that. I was originally going to talk about fitness logs, or not just fitness logs, productivity logs in general. And then I started talking about, what was I just talking about? Journaling. I started talking about that. And then the mic was messed up. And now I'm here talking about doing a project in general, because I thought that was pretty fitting after all of that. When you're doing a project, the first main thing you want is it not to depend entirely on other people. It should be individually actionable, unless you have some sort of guarantee, like a group helping you or something. Generally, individual projects, keep them on an individual level. For example, for this channel, I was thinking about going through books, Stoic books, with other people as a main thing, kind of like a podcast type thing. But that relies on other people too heavily. I couldn't line up some schedules, so now I'm here because I want to continue the project. That's the main thing you need to do. But also you need to persist, and you need to find what you actually like to do. Because what is in your head, your plans, once you try to put them into practice, probably not gonna work. Just saying. And right now I'm sitting here thinking, what are the odds that this mic is messed up again? But, you just need to get comfortable with the idea that things aren't always gonna go to plan. And even if you plan a lot, things aren't going to go to plan. Especially if you plan a lot, actually. If you try and plan out each individual detail, you're going to be stressed out by each time that detail is slightly different. For example, if I planned out a script, I didn't plan out a script, I planned out talking points. Trying to stick to those, it just wasn't working. And I think I just need to go more into pure philosophy, like day-to-day things. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm evolving with the project, or I'm making the project evolve with me. Just because you like to do something doesn't mean you'd like to make it into a project. Trust me about that. You have to pay attention about not only what you like doing, but what you like making, and just how you like to work in general. Like, what's your ideal workflow? I don't like scripts at all. I like impromptu. And really, you might start asking yourself, well, what's the point of doing these projects? I could just lounge around. And honestly, you could. You could lounge around. I'm not gonna lie, you could. You could just sit around, not try anything new, not try making anything new. Number one, that's not really what people are made for, and you'll start noticing that when you get sad. People are made for actually helping each other, like getting out and doing things, not for just sitting around. Also, you need to consider that your projects, as you develop them, will develop you as a person. You'll meet new people, you'll try new things, you'll learn how to do new things. In this example, I'm basically treating this video as an open journal. This is how I treat my journal. I just have an idea, a starting idea, talk about it a bit, sit there and think. I could make a compilation video of me just sitting in silence thinking during this recording. No script. This is an open journal. Not only am I sharing my thoughts with you and my experience, I'm just helping myself better understand what I even know. Basically solidifying my experiences for me. So I recommend you actually doing a journal, and it just helps you keep track of your own development. If you want to do a project, that's a good place to come up with the idea and just track how it develops over time. And looking back on that, you can see what you value as a person, what you value in your work. And that's all very helpful just for future action. And when it's all said and done, if your project either succeeds or fails, you can look back and see what there was to learn out of that, because especially from failure, there's plenty to learn. If your project just completely succeeds and you don't know why, you didn't actually learn anything. The key is to stop seeing obstacles and failure as bad things and start seeing them as productive things that you can learn from. It's very important to positive character development, and it's very important to staying happy in general, because you can't control failure. Failure just happens. If you see it as a negative thing, then you're allowing this window for external things to affect you. Like, what if the audio just failed right now? What if the phone fell down? I'm recording this with my phone on a pretty janky setup, mind you, because I left my tripod at school. But regardless, what if that happened? That's fine in my book. I can't get angry over that. I have to be calm about it, and I have to be just joking about it, basically. Like, oh, well, it happened again. I will try again. And next time I will do X and Y differently so that this type of failure doesn't have to happen again. So basically, if you're going to pursue a project, you need to stop and think about, is this achievable within my own means? Do I even like making this thing into work? For example, if you want to do a gaming channel, just because you like video games doesn't mean you'd like to make videos of video games. Those are two very different things, even if they don't seem like it. And 3, learn to recognize failure as a positive thing or obstacles as a positive thing. Learn from your mistakes and just pass by them with a kind of calm happiness. Like, oh well, I'll try again. Thank you for watching. I'll be back with something else in the future. I'll probably just talk until something makes sense.